I didn't start doing this until about a year ago.
Okay.
So,
Oh, really?
and yeah, like I literally just started like a year ago. This is my
Oh,
first year in.
well, I didn't know that. You didn't tell me that. Well, that's amazing, man. You've been, we were talking yesterday a little bit just over the phone. You were saying
Hmm.
that, but you're pushing content. You want to put more content out. Speak on that.
Yeah.
Like, what you've been in it for a year, or you've been doing this for a year. So what's that like? You're in it for a year, and you know that you have to put content out. To speak on that.
Well, it's just like there's some things I wish I would have knew like off the rip because like your first year, like I mean, at least for me, is like I wasted like a lot of time just like trying to figure things out myself, not necessarily like researching and like putting the work in the early stages.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I like because like I wanted it, but I had to really like sit down with myself and be like, dude, like what the fuck do you want? You know what I mean? Like, is
That's
this what you really want to do, or is this
yeah.
like just something you're doing? And I you know I picked I really wanted to do it. So I know
It's
now
good to
that
have.
you have to put out content. It's the only way people are gonna know who you are. Only way you can get people to go to your websites, go to your your Spotify's, your iTunes, all that stuff. So
Yeah.
what I mean? Instagram is probably the best app that I've marketed on so far.
Yeah,
So
definitely. Yeah, no, definitely. What you said about kind of having like a real moment with yourself, like, hey, what do I really want to do? That's important because
yeah,
I've thought about that recently too. I mean, first of all, not speaking on, not to mention 2020 is just like, who
ridiculous,
even knows what's going on? But
trash.
just like there, like like I was saying earlier, I was in Nashville this week, and I was also there 2 weeks ago recording, and it's awesome. But then like I haven't really been inspired to be like really making a whole lot of beats recently.
Facts.
And it's just like I don't even really feel like mixing but I've been doing this podcast and I don't know, man. But the I do know that I just have to keep doing it all, and
Mhm.
just, because I do know at the end of the day, I feel like I've always wanted to do music, I be in music, be an engineer, be around it, make beats, be a producer,
Right.
and so at the end of the day, even when it's like a blind leap of faith, I saw this
Mhm.
quote on Instagram from Kanye West, and he was like, you know, whenever people work with me, I love that they don't have to compromise who they are because obviously, like how he is, he the way he said it was really cool. He was like, I push everybody to be the best superhero that they can be, and that
Mhm.
I feel like, I mean, he's one of my biggest inspirations, but
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, he's actually one of my favorite artists.
yeah, no, but like that he talked about like that blind leap of faith. It's just like even when you
Mhm.
really don't know what's gonna happen, you just have to sit down
Go with
and
it.
right,
You gotta go
exactly,
with it too. You gotta stick with it. Like you can't
exactly.
like that's what I'm saying. Like just you have to really put in time for this. So that's why I had to
Yes,
sit down and
sir.
really think like,
Yep,
is this
facts.
like what I want to devote my
Mm-hmm.
energy towards? Like, because there's a lot of sacrifices for this. There's a lot of like times, late nights, early mornings, whatever. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? There's a lot of times where you have to do things you don't necessarily normally do.
right, and it's not even. It's sometimes like the early mornings for me right now is just getting up and going to work. It's not even really. It's not even with the. I mean, I'm working hard with the music, no
Yeah,
doubt.
but
But
that's good too, though. You know what I
right,
mean? Because
exactly.
like
No,
you're
exactly. That's
going
what I'm
in, like
saying.
you're going to work, and as soon as you hop off, boom,
Yeah,
right into it.
the
Whether it be
hus,
the podcast or you're engineering or mixing master or whatever you're doing. So
the
you know what I'm saying?
hustle.
I wouldn't definitely like just keep moving with it, bro.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate that, and same with you, man. Your younger brother
Yeah.
records you. What's that? Well, how's y'all's relationship like that? Like, yeah, so it's like kind of like an artist. It's almost like Billie Eilish and her brother, right? So, she just walked down the hallway, and obviously they may have all these Grammys, but like,
Mhm.
what's the relationship, artist engineer relationship like as two brothers?
For us, especially since he's an artist also, so I'm
Okay,
trying to teach him everything I didn't know, like at the beginning. You know what I mean?
smart,
Like
smart,
try to show him the ropes a little bit,
for
if, at
sure,
least as far as what I know, because I don't know everything. I'm still learning every day. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna
absolutely.
keep learning new things.
Oh, for
But I'm just
sure.
trying to show him the right way to do things, and get more interactive with him because he is, you know, they're on quarantine too. They can't go back to school, so
Yeah,
because he's still in high school. He's only like 17. So and just try to keep helping him perfect his craft really. So it's like it's really dope, honestly, because sometimes like I would come home from work like on my lunch break or like I'll wake up or whatever it is, and he's like on the laptop learning how to do it at like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Like he's like really
shout out
interested
to
in
your
it. So
brother.
it's
There you
like it's
go.
just dope to see my brother
Yes,
like
sir.
passionate about something. You know what I
Shout
mean?
out, yeah, for sure. So that's awesome. So you know that.
Mhm.
So like whenever you have the opportunity, or whenever you're like, all right, I'm ready to record. So
Yeah, well,
he'd
and
be
that's
like
the
in your
but like I
room.
said, the thing is like he's like surpassed me in it already. Like you know what I mean? Like he's been like really putting in like the extra work to do it. So like he's like he's like really nice to the shit. So I just have him record me in these past weeks. When he leaves, I'm gonna be hurt.
Yeah, it's definitely. I've done like I play saxophone too, and
Hmm.
so I'll be either in Ableton or Pro Tools recording myself, and it is kind of annoying to like swing around and then be playing in the mic and
Oh
then
yeah.
turn back around and you know, jump, you know, hit the stop button. But it's definitely you know, that's pretty much what like Russ does, you know,
Yeah.
you know, and many others, honestly. But
Hmm.
you know, it's a whole process, to be honest. And I mean, you already know you've been in it for a year, but
Hmm.
you will definitely uh, continue to grow and obviously get better at recording and things like that. So that it's just the biggest thing is just enjoying those small moments. That's how it goes, man. So, well, that's awesome, bro. That you and your brother have that relationship. Keep that up, because I mean, you never know, that can take y'all really far. Like, you know,
Hmm.
you go, especially since y'all are brothers, you already have a connection. But like, you go to a studio, maybe the engineer can't be there, or you can bring your own engineer. Your brother
Hmm.
comes in, y'all knock out a session, super efficient. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
you
that
all
was actually something I was thinking about. Just to like get him more interested in it. I was gonna actually because his birthday is coming up.
okay.
He's hopefully he doesn't see this before that, but his birthday's coming up, so I was gonna see if I could rent out a studio for him and see if
Happy
we can
birthday.
sit in one and just like for like an hour or two and like
Yeah, dude.
learn. I think that'd be
Absolutely.
dope.
So he's never recorded in like a, a studio,
Professional,
a
yeah.
professional
Like
studio
this is all off of my Mac and
in your room. Yeah, yeah.
my interface and everything else I got here, my shield and all that. So it's all homegrown over here.
Homegrown. Home studios is where it's at, bro. But dude,
Yeah,
when I
thanks.
was in Nashville this week, we were at Sound Emporium, and
Hmm.
one of the staff engineers that was there, he was telling us, you know, and I never really, I thought about this sometimes, but even in Nashville, man, like where country music is big, like there's really not a lot of studios are closing, man. People are selling them, and like there's obviously there are still studios, but like you can do this stuff like at home or even in like, I mean, there's so much digital and like virtual technology now, man. These I love these conversations, man. So you know, you're rapping, you're in Louisville,
Hmm.
you make this move to Kansas City. Talk about that. What's going on? What's up with that?
So like when I was in Louisville, because this is actually I wasn't making music when I was in Louisville. Like I wasn't making music until like I said like last year. I left Louisville like about 2 years ago.
Okay.
Um, so I left Louisville because I was just going through like a lot, with like I said, I was talking about this earlier, like the other day. Just there's nothing else to do in Louisville for the most part besides drugs and party, and I was just getting into it just a little too heavy. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
So um and I was like, there was one point where I was even like homeless for like a couple weeks, like literally like staying like outside or at people's houses. Like it was trash. You know what I'm saying? So like, I feel like I really just needed to take myself out of those situations,
Definitely.
and come to Kansas and just start over. That way I can, try to
Yes.
stay out of trouble and shit.
So, but did you think of it like that? You were just like, man, I'm gonna go to Kansas, or was there something
No, my wife actually, she brought me here.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you were married.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's
for
nice.
sure. Gotta say that she's watching too, so
No,
I ain't got no choice
absolutely.
but to say it. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as like Louisville artists, I think the city's doing pretty good. Like
Oh, for
it's
sure.
better than it has been and forever. I wouldn't. I mean, I don't know about necessarily like sharing because, like I said, there's a lot of hate down there.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. It's what it always has been. But I feel
Now,
like
yeah.
as far as like what we have, like what I'm saying, we got Vori out there doing his thing,
Mm-hmm.
Blasian, 2K Baby, Jack Harlow, Bryson Tiller. You know what I mean? Those are artists that
Now,
normally
Bryson.
wouldn't get looked at
Yeah,
until I'm saying because they're from Louisville.
but the talked
That's
about.
just, I like as far as like I think we're progressing though.
Yeah,
I just
definitely.
think
There's become there's
everyone's on some like I have to be better than this person. I have to,
yeah, which is a good mindset, obviously, to have. But
but not really because all our underground artists are beefing with each other.
oh, they're like actually beefing.
Yeah, like all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like there's always diss tracks and this and the third.
Oh,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying? So it's like,
See, I
I
think
mean, not
now.
all of them, but a lot of them.
Yeah. I'd say, I will say that I think that that is kind of cool though, to be honest, as underground artists in Louisville, and you have diss tracks with each other. So there's definitely like traction. Like you said, it's getting better.
Hmm.
Again, like underground artists in Louisville may not be, it's a very interesting conversation because I do agree that we're the business, the actual business of the music is getting better. I've said this a lot recently. The talent is here for sure.
Hmm.
We have so
Hmm.
much talent in Louisville, and the business of it is getting better. There's more events, like John Woo's producer artist panels. I don't know if well, you probably haven't been since you live in Kansas City, but he throws these events where, do you know who John Woo is?
Yeah, I know he is.
Yeah, yeah. Well, he does these events with, he invites all Louisville creatives to La La Land Music
Hmm.
Studios, which is like where My Morning Jacket records and countless other bands.
Hmm.
And, uh, we just meet up and talk and chill and meet people and stuff like that, and it's a lot of fun, and you get to connect and network and things like that. So it's on the uprise. Like I think
Hmm.
even, and especially with Jack now, people are like, all right, we can really do this, but like just the hate and the, oh well, like you said, like I have to be better than you.
Hmm.
It's
Which and like you, I'm not saying you shouldn't have the mindset that you're better than someone. I'm just
exactly,
saying like
exactly. It's
I
like
feel like everybody's just trying to pull each other down to get on top when we could all really be helping each other. Like Jack, not necessarily not. I don't know if he was. I'm not saying he did it on purpose, but he just put us on the map, like for real. You know what I'm saying? Like Bryson Tiller literally got us there, and then Jack just like opened it up.
well, and even
So
yeah,
like
and then now even like with 2K Baby, I mean he's like blowing
in
up,
2K baby,
and
yeah, and he's fire,
yeah,
like
yeah, and
fire,
at the end of the day, man, it is super cool to see these people
doing
doing
something.
what they're
Yeah,
doing, man.
from out the city, like because like I said, like when when we were younger in Louisville, it just felt like I was gonna be there for like the rest of my life. You know what I mean? Like it just felt like
Right?
we were stuck there. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
man.
like it was crazy. But looking at all these people, I feel like other people now can have some hope. Like, we can do something. We don't have to be in Louisville. We don't have to do this and that. We can, take what we can do what we want to do to get
Yeah,
where we want to go.
facts, man. Good conversation, bro. Crazy.
Yes, sir.
Super interesting conversations to have, man. It's just like
Hmm.
as we're getting older and we're realizing different things, and especially about with what we want to do, and it's awesome to have like artists, and especially somebody who's uh you're trying to kind of become your own engineer. We can relate and have conversations like this is always super dope. Talk about your creative process. I wanted to pull up uh yeah, well, go ahead. Speak about your creative process, and did it change? Well, you said you really didn't start rapping. You'd been in Kansas City, but what's your
Hmm.
creative process like, man, as a rapper?
It's actually changed in the past couple weeks. So I have because I have two kids. I got two sons. So
How old are
I
they?
always want to from now on. I make sure that I get to hang out with them before they go to bed. Then I get
Absolutely.
to my music. So but most of my creative process is usually go grab a filter tip, go grab some filter tips, probably take a couple of drinks and then go outside and write. Like I like to be I can write while people are in the room, but I really like to be by myself so I can really get into the zone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude. What did you say? Some frozen
No, some
tips?
filter tips, like some blacks. And then
Okay.
like I said, I get probably some Bombay or something, drink a little bit, chill, vibe out to some beats, and then just get right into it. But lately, also, because I've been talking to my friend Mike Taylor. Also, shout out to Mike Taylor, that's my homie.
Yeah.
Um, he told us, like, I had an interview with him like last week, and he was just telling me like instead of just like trying to force things and like getting frustrated, like just write it, like write out whatever you're trying to say, just do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I
Yeah.
feel like as an artist, like you get jammed up, like trying to like put everything you're thinking into words. You got to like come with a solid plan.
For
So that's what
sure.
I've been working on lately.
Sweet, man. That's awesome. Yeah. I want to talk about your latest single, "High Society." I've got it pulled up here. I can't play it because of like copyright things with YouTube, and I'm streaming live, and they'll probably like stop the stream or something.
No, you're good.
But yeah, so this is it. So Chris Carter's got his new song "High Society" featuring Jay Say. She actually just followed me on
Hmm.
Instagram. Speak on this single. What do you? I listened to it. It's super dope, man.
I appreciate it.
What inspired this?
Um, so on my Instagram snippets, I was making like more, I don't even want to call it conscious, just more real about what's going on content.
Yeah.
That's kind of just what I've been putting on my Spotify for like past couple weeks, you know, keep people involved on the movement, keep people, you know, informed on the movement. But with my release, I wanted to not distract from the movement by any means, but I wanted people to understand that we can still have fun too. You know, I'm not saying that everything that's going on right now is terrible. You know, America is just basically in turmoil. It's
It's
in
a
a terrible
revolution.
spot right now.
It's a
You feel me?
revolution.
So I wanted people to just remember that, you know, there are good things going on too. There are good times also.
Yeah,
You know, so especially as, you know, they start changing laws and putting money into more, you know, urban areas. So
for sure, man. So that's kind of the high society is the what talk about the title. Basically just that
um
or
it's, to me it means just, you know, not necessarily being aware of it, you know, obviously being above it, you can see everything. So just being aware of what's going on, you know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
cool.
But also, like I said, it obviously has a double meaning. Like we just having fun. Obviously, I'm high. You know, and so like, but it's also my brand. I'm gonna start making.
Okay.
I'm coming out with some merch here pretty soon.
All right.
When I call High Society, I got some pretty cool graphics. I'm going to
Yes,
make a couple
sir.
hoodies, and then I'm gonna do like a giveaway on my Instagram page.
Yeah.
So that's why I'll be working on that in the next probably month or two.
For anybody making connections, just keep talking to them. Keep talking to your connections and ask those people, hey, is there anybody else you can link me with? Like your connections at the end of the day help you so much, especially in the music business.
Well, I would say that's the most important part of music. I would say, besides marketing, is networking. Like you have to network with everyone. You always have to talk about what you do, and
Yeah,
you always have to show people what you do.
absolutely.
Like in-person interactions are probably the best,
For
which
sure.
we obviously can't get
Absolutely.
like a lot of right now.
True, true. Yeah, dude, the cases are going up, bro. It's getting worse. Things are happening, man. It's crazy.
It is.
But
It's
that's
crazy. But honestly, I think we were talking about this the other day. I feel like in a way, we've all kind of like had like a refreshing moment where we got to really hone in on what we were trying to do with our lives.
we're talking about, kind of took some time to ourselves. Like you said, you had like 2 to 3 weeks just to sit home and make music,
Mhm.
like you have that free time. So it's amazing.
Yeah, because especially since free time rarely comes around. You know what I'm saying? Like you rarely get. So I really got, it was like a real taste of like what life would be like just making music all the time.
Yeah.
So it was dope. It was,
Meet the, I guess you could say meet the right people and then do your thing, bro. You got to be good.
well,
It's a
that,
base.
and you have to come into like, I feel like a lot of artists come into music thinking that you just make music and it just like moves
Immediately go,
itself.
yeah. And then
You know
they
what I mean?
stop and then they quit.
Yeah, well, it's not even that they quit. It's just like they keep. Sometimes people just have that mind frame. Like I'm just gonna drop music. I'm gonna blow, and then like I'll be rich in like 3 weeks. You know what I mean? Like that's like not how it happens. You have to get that out of your head immediately.
Yeah. The idea of an overnight success is really not overnight in general,
Yeah, I mean it's very rare. It's extremely rare. Like you
Yeah.
have to literally check all the boxes and hit everything at the right time. It's like hitting the lottery. So it's
Awesome,
very
man.
rare that artists even make it out like that. So it's crazy.
That's really cool that you're inspired by, artists that are on the come up or artists that what did you say that one guy's name? Monday Malls?
Oh, Malls
Malls
Monday.
Monday?
He's bro, bars,
Really?
crazy. Yeah, for sure. And Marlon Craft too. Marlon Craft is actually from he's from Brooklyn, I believe. He's from New York. Uh, he's got some bars too. And he's going super hard for the movement too. So shout out to Marlon Craft.
Malls Monday. Cool. Where's he from?
Marlon Craft
No,
or Malls
Malls
Monday.
Monday. Malls Monday.
I'm not sure where Malls is from. I think he might be from Cali, but like I said, he's got some bars. He spits like it's like kind of like some '90s lyricism.
Okay. Well, I can see why you'd be inspired by that. As an artist, spending the majority of your time in Louisville, what are your
Mhm.
goals, man? What are your goals? What do you want to do?
As far as like what I can do for the city or just in
And in
general.
general, in general.
Uh, well, for this week, I'm just gonna start off some small shit. For this week, I want to continue to push my single And then obviously keep working on my website, and look into some things. The CEO of Finesse Media was telling me about LLCs and just a bunch of documents I need to start getting on.
Yep. Yep.
I'm working on getting not verified on Instagram, but you know those little profiles on Google.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm working on that because like I think like last month you couldn't Google me at all, so like now I like pop up like fourth or something like that. So I'm working on that slowly but surely. My biggest goals, obviously, want to be one of the biggest faces out of Louisville. Definitely got to keep. I just got to keep going, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I just want to. My
Don't
biggest goal
stop.
is just to keep fucking moving, like
Mm-hmm.
until I get this money, so I
Bro,
can put
once you
everybody
can,
in a better space. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I hope I can inspire some people along the way.
there you go. Kind of like the Malls Monday and those other people inspire you.
Exactly.
There you go.
If I can do that for people that, I mean, because that's what music did for me. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Man, I would
that's
just
all I
say,
want.
yeah. I mean, I've talked to you about this before, but man, I mean, like what you just said, until you get, not even until you get this money, uh, bro, you just have to do what you do every day, all the time,
All the
doing
time. Yeah,
everything that you
it's a
already know.
nonstop thing. Like I said, that's what that sit down moment, bro. You just, what do you want to do?
Right. True.
You know what I mean?
And
Like, what are you
like,
trying to do?
even like I'll never forget Southside, the producer was with, with
Mm-hmm.
808 Mafia. He was talking and he was like, I want to see my kids do well. You know what I'm saying? So that's what people, and even with him, like the CEO of 808 Mafia, which is Southside, but also their manager was on Producer Grind one morning, and he was saying Southside's consistent work ethic to know if they were at a party, if they were on the bus, if they were in the studio, he is always just consistently making beats. And I mean, he's always getting money and making, crazy beats, obviously, but just like
Mm-hmm.
he said, he has an obsession for it, and because he wants to see his kids do well and be fine and have money, So that's the that's an inspiration for me, honestly. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, you just gotta find that one thing that really makes you like tick. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
just crazy because you get so consumed with it, and
Yeah.
at the same time, like you're like a fun. It's like an addict. Like you know what I mean? Like it's not. You shouldn't be like
Yeah.
investing every fucking like 2 seconds of your energy towards it, but you can't help it. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
you have other responsibilities, but like at the moment, that's all that you can
It's all
think
that
about. It's
matters.
all
Yeah.
that matters. You know what I mean? I think it was very inspirational.
Yeah.
It's very inspirational,
Totally.
especially like we went to the Louis store, and like we go
Uh-oh.
in there, and then
Uh-oh.
bro, like we just go in there. Obviously, we don't got no fucking Louis money. We're just we're just walking in there, just see what
I
it's
would
like. We
go in
never been
there.
in a Louis
Same. I
store,
feel that. Yeah.
and there are people in there. They have wine. They've got a fucking live DJ. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it was a party in the Louis
Wait.
store.
In seriously, like they give you
Bro,
wine when you go in?
I'm dead. I mean, I obviously didn't get any wine because I probably didn't look like if I could afford anything in there. But everybody
And they have
else
a
was
DJ.
drinking wine, and there was a DJ.
Wow.
There's and like they don't even have like how like most places like they'll have like one shoe out or like they had like everything out. Like it was just like you just pull it out of a drawer and just like it was crazy. Like it was very inspirational, especially like I said, we came back home and like was hurt on money, like we're just scraping up pennies and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit was like it was crazy because like I said, it was just I've never seen anything like that, and like I want to be a part of something like that. Like that's the dopest shit. Like just vibing in the Louis store, drinking some
Literally
wine,
vibing. You have a
listening to some
DJ
music.
and you have your own wine. Was it like you would? That's amazing. I didn't know they did it like that, but I
Bro,
could see why a lot of these rappers are like always talking about that, like Louis Vuitton and
bro,
stuff like that. So like,
I've never, and it's
so
like it's so weird. It's like you didn't even like really hear it like while you were like walking. Like maybe you did. Maybe I just like everything else is just so crazy. But you walk into the Louis store and it's just a vibe, complete vibe change. Like
okay, so you walk in, and where is the DJ, like right when you walk in, or is it
he
multiple
was like right
floors?
next to the fucking. There was like this huge fucking, obviously like this huge like desk or whatever. This like big thing for the cashier or whatever, and fucking like the DJ's like right in front of it, like on the side, just going at it.
That's amazing. So is somebody like walking around with a tray like at a party with wine, or is the
Well, like
wine
I said,
just?
I didn't see anybody walking with a tray. I wasn't even like more so paying attention to the wine. I just like I seen a lot of people. They
Yeah,
had
no.
glasses, and I didn't see if they
Oh,
were
okay.
pouring it
So
or not. But like I said, it was just a vibe. Like I just got lost inside of Louis. Like I was like, what the fuck? Like where am I? You know what I mean?
okay, so kind of some big topics here. What have you realized? Well, I guess we've kind of touched on it, but not really. What have you realized about the creative scene in Louisville when you were here, and how how has that what's the creative scene like in Kansas City? Kind of compare the
The
two, I
creative scene
guess.
in Louisville was like I said, it was just kind of like a lot of people were just trying to be on top of each other, and it
Yeah,
kind of made me not like just see it because the music industry in general is like that.
yeah,
So it made me see that I don't want to be like that, like ever.
hmm
I feel like obviously when you get to a certain point, you want people to pay you for everything, and this is the third. But I like to feel like if I found a talent that needed to be heard,
yeah.
I would do anything I could to help them out. Not necessarily just give everything away for free, but I would help them out. You know what I mean?
Facts
That's what I envision. That's what I hope to be. You know what I mean?
for sure.
Um,
So you would
because
want to help out. That's good, man.
at one point everyone was where I'm at. Everybody was where the next guy under me and all that stuff has been. You know what I mean? Everyone's been started
Yes,
from
Sarsky.
zero.
For sure, for sure,
You know what I
absolutely.
mean?
Started from ground
Well,
zero. That's
that's
awesome.
definitely something I would fuck with.
Yeah. Now, speak on what you were saying yesterday. You wanted to doing things for the
Oh,
city about the gyms. Tell me about
like
that.
for Louisville,
Yeah, I thought this was pretty cool, guys. What? Speak
my
on it.
my biggest goal for the future when I have gotten more success and I have more money. I just remember when we were in Louisville, we just didn't have shit to do. Like we always used to just, like I said, do drugs or go party or go to the walking bridge, go to the skate park. You know what I'm saying? Just
That's
there's
true.
really nothing
Facts.
for kids to do. There's parks and you know stuff like that, but we didn't have any like open gyms
Yeah.
besides like the YMCA. But not everybody can afford that. So I want to do like a YMCA tour type thing in downtown Louisville, so the kids have something to go to.
Batman. That's awesome. Yeah. Man.
Just because like I feel like I said, especially I feel like a lot of people don't get back to Louisville yet. Maybe they're not in that spot just yet.
Yeah.
But maybe we can all, as a collective, the Louisville artists could pitch in and do something really dope for the community.
For sure, man. And I mean, I played basketball growing up, and like you were saying, the YMCA charges a lot of. You can't really just go in for free and do an open gym. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing, man. That would be awesome because they're, at a young age, there really may not be a whole lot to do. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of cool like areas to eat, a lot of good bars in Louisville, and there's some good like there. My buddy
You gotta
Jerron,
think about like the crime rate though. Like the crime was so crazy. Like
yeah,
even when you know I was coming out, like trying to get out of Louisville, like the crime rate was like ridiculous. I mean, like, people that we went to school with were like going to jail.
I
Somebody I
know
went to school with literally killed somebody. A couple people that I went to school with are gone. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy.
it's terrible,
Like
but
Louisville is like it's not a place that you can really play with. You know what I mean?
the 502 come up is real, man. In Louisville,
It's
yeah,
so
I agree.
crazy.
I
And,
agree.
and, and like the thing about it, like I said, is like when you're even in the moment, like these things happen so often, we normalize it. We don't even realize what's going on.
hmm
So
Yeah,
like it's crazy. So that's what I want to do for Louisville is help the kids stay out of trouble.
sweet, man. That's amazing. Help these kids stay out of trouble, bro. That's awesome.
Yes,
That's amazing,
Sarsky.
Chris. Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of better areas that we could direct people and direct younger kids to, being
Mm-hmm.
creative or being constructive instead of destructive. That's awesome, dude. For sure.
All
Any
right, man.
last
All right,
words?
peace.
Any last words you have?
Stay in school, kids. Don't do drugs.
Stay in school. Yes, sir. Yes, sirski.
Yes,
Stay
Sarsky.
in school. Well, all right, Chris. Oh, did he jump off?